Hello and welcome to Tom Reads Books. Here we are in the car. We're doing another car edition today. I'm going to try and convince you guys today to read Red Rising. I've finished the first 3 books in Pierce Brown's Red Rising trilogy. There's another 3 books after this that I think is set a little bit in the future after this storyline completes itself, which I haven't read yet. I have not read those 3 books. I'm having a little bit of a break, and I think maybe I don't know, maybe in the new year it'd be a nice time to start up again. But I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about why you should read these books. First of all, I should probably tell you what on earth this is about. It's a sci-fi book, and I've not read much sci-fi before, but if you've been on YouTube or TikTok and you've been following the book communities there, you've probably heard about this book already. You're probably sick to death of people recommending this book. I'm here to add to that hype. And I enjoyed these books a lot, so I will be adding to this hype. I'm probably not saying anything new, but I just wanted to talk about it. Let's get into it. Firstly, what is this about? I think probably the best thing I can do is just read the synopsis on the back. And this is the first book, Red Rising. I will be a bit careful about talking about these two. I'll be quite vague about this because I don't want to ruin anything or spoil anything. So let me read the back of this first. The Earth is dying. Darrow is a Red, a miner in the interior of Mars. His mission is to extract enough precious elements to one day tame the surface of the planet and allow humans to live on it. The Reds are humanity's last hope. Or so it appears, until the day Darrow discovers it's all a lie, that Mars has been habitable and inhabited for generations by a class of people calling themselves the Golds. A class of people who look down at Darrow and his fellows as slave labour, to be exploited and worked to death without a second thought. Until the day Darrow, with the help of a mysterious group of rebels, disguises himself as a Gold and infiltrates their command school, intent on taking down his oppressors from the inside. But the command school is a battlefield, and Darrow isn't the only student with an agenda. That's it. That's all you're given before you launch into this. This reads like fantasy, in particular the first book, but the rest of the other two, I don't know, they just read a bit like fantasy. And in terms of, I don't want to get into any spoilers, but there really is a whole massive section of this book which is way more fantasy than sci-fi. People are looking at me as I film in the car and it's making me feel weird. The first reason why you should pick this up is it's small. This is a how much? Yeah, this is just under 400 pages, which actually surprises me. I thought it'd be less. I read this in a day and a half. It's a real page turner, and that's the first thing I will say. I don't want to recommend things to people. I mean, I get overhyped by books quite a lot, and especially massive book series like The Wheel of Time, Game of Thrones. You know, even like The Name of the Wind. Even that's 2 books on it. You know. They're big, hefty tomes, and they can be quite intimidating and can kind of lead people to burnout quite quickly. Whereas this, oh man, it's such a page turner. Pierce Brown, the way he writes, it's quite, I think it's written for YA, like it's young adult, which when you're an adult and reading it, it's super cozy and nostalgic when you read a bit of a YA novel. So yeah, first thing I'd say is it's a page turner, and I doubt you're going to be bored. Having said that, my second point is, having said it's sort of cozy and nostalgic, it's brutal. The first couple of chapters really got me. They were really emotional, and I was surprised at that. I kind of quite quickly picked up on the writing style, how blunt and fast-paced it was, and I was like, oh, okay, this might be a sort of series that I sort of not skim through, but I'm not going to get, you know, massive punches to the gut of emotion. I was wrong right off the bat. Just a few chapters in, man, real sad. If you're up for a real nice adventure, check this out. The third reason why I think you should read this book is because it is a fantastic revenge arc. Darrow is a fantastic character. He's talented, he's clever, and he's angry. And I love a bit of revenge. I love it. And you get some really satisfying moments, in particular in the last couple of books, especially in Morning Star, the third one, this one here. Oh my word, some of the things that happen in this book, so satisfying. But also, Pierce Brown, just as a warning, he loves a twist. Every few chapters, someone breaks my heart, and it's painful. It's a painful read. Some really sad things happen to some characters you really love as well. And oh my word, Pierce Brown, he's not afraid to twist that knife in your back at all. But that does make it all the more enjoyable to read. And the fourth reason why I think you should read this book, am I doing numbered points? I can't remember, I've just been rambling. Well, another reason why you should read this book as well is that, as mentioned, there was the command school. If you like dark academia, as it's called, if you like a school or an academy in your fantasy, this has a fantastic school and a great system. And I love that. I think I've discovered that about myself whilst reading this. I was like, oh, I really like sort of institutions and academy, and this has got a great one. The second one also has one, but no spoilers on that. But yeah, man, I love these books. This is the story of sort of a hierarchy by colour. The gold's at the top, red's at the bottom, and this is the story of Red rising, of the Red rising up, all because of Darrow and a few other people who help him along the way. When I finished, I suppose I'll just do a few thoughts on it as well, but when I finished this trilogy, I probably thought this was a 5-star book when I first started reading it. When I got like near the end of it, I was like, this is amazing. By the end of the trilogy, I think I'd probably rate all of them about 4 stars. What my starring system means, I don't really know, and it kind of changes all the time. I'd rate all of them 4 stars, but really high, maybe 4.5 if I was gonna cheat a little bit. They're just so enjoyable. They're so enjoyable. I am excited to jump into the next 3, and some people have even said, some of the booktubers I followed, that the story, you know what, it's just set up that trilogy. Just you wait, is what they say. So I don't know, I thought it was amazing, but I'm excited to jump into the next 3. And I suppose the final reason why, the 5th reason why you should read these books, is because the 7th and final book is coming out this year. Maybe next year. My phone's what I'm filming on, so I can't check. I'll add something in the video to say if it's this year or next year, but it's coming out soon. And I think if you are in a bit of a book slump, you're wanting to read something new, check this out now. These books are, they're so fast paced, so you're not going to feel like it's a slog. You just won't. I think one thing I will say is that sort of a negative of it anyway, just for anyone who's sort of just on the edge still about whether they should read it or not, is that the YA writing style, the benefit of it is that it is quite cozy, makes you feel like nice, it's quite easy to read. However, some of the emotional punches that Pierce Brown is pulling, that he's hitting you with, they don't necessarily impact me as much as if this was written in a bit more of a complex manner. And I've not phrased that very well, but the reason why I would say that is I've just finished reading The Will of the Many by James Islington, which is very similar to these books. I think even James Islington said that Pierce Brown's Red Rising was an inspiration for his book, which is again about a hierarchy, about someone from being right down at the bottom of it, going to one of their elite schools and trying to tear it down from the inside and rise up, this sort of thing. It's very, very similar. It's also Roman inspired. Did I say that? This is also Roman inspired. Yeah, there's some really cool Roman themes in this book as well, which is really cool. But The Will of the Many, oh my word, feels like it's written a little bit more for adults. I mean, anyone who's a young adult could easily read The Will of the Many, but it does feel a little bit more complex, and some of the work done on the characters really gets me. And even though that's just the first book out and we haven't had the second book out yet, I can tell I love that trilogy already, and I will perhaps love it more than Red Rising. Perhaps. I think I will. So yeah, when some of the big epic conclusions start to happen in Morningstar, I was really enjoying it, but at a 4-star level, not a 5-star level, if that makes any sense. But I don't really have anything negative to say about these books apart from that. They're real fun. They're real fun. So yeah, let me know if you're interested in reading them, if I've convinced you or turned you off these books. Either way, I will be doing a few more book reviews, maybe not in the car. I'm actually very hot. I don't know why I've chosen such a humid day to do this, Oh my word, I'm so warm. But thank you for watching, and let me know what you're reading. Please do. Let me know what you think about Red Rising. If you've read it, keep it spoiler free though, if you can. And also, these books have been out for a while now, at least a decade. So I picked up all the 6 books that are out for about £18 or like $25, whatever it is, off eBay as well. Which is pretty cool. Although I think they might have been like, not review copies, but like early editions. There was quite a few spelling mistakes in the first one, which makes me think perhaps they were like a... No, to be fair, they weren't. Okay, it's the first edition of the paperback. But there were quite a few spelling mistakes. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you soon.